Today we will discuss some machine learning model, that is linear regression. To understand linear regression model with coding example, we will first go through what is linear regression. So basically, we know what is linear line, that is y is equal to mx plus c. Let me draw. This is y, this is x, and this is m, this slope. How we write this? Y is equal to mx plus c. So basically, y is the desired output, x are the inputs that affect the output or features that affects the output, where m is the slope. So if we got this line, this straight line passing from the center, that means we say that this is the linear data. Now we will understand this example with an basketball player. You know the normal height of a basketball player is 6.97 feet. So is it possible that the height of the son is larger or longer than the height of the father, greater than 7.17? It is not possible, or it may be possible. So basically, if the height of the father, we take this as a 7.17 or 6.95, then the height of the son can be 6.2 or 7.2, depending upon certain factors. What are the certain factors? Certain factor would be height of the mother, physical factors, whether his son is an athlete or not. So there are different factors that will affect the height, but his or her height will be in the certain range. If that certain range comes in a linear direction, that means 6.8, 6.9, 7.1, 7.2, according to a feature, then we can say that this is the linear regress to the height of the father. Or today we will understand with an example of an predicting a price of a house. So house features which will affect the output are number of bedrooms in the house. Similarly, area in which the house is located. Third one is members or the persons living in a society, whether they are of high class, middle class, or low class. So there are certain factors out of which the model will predict the price. The price will be in there, the price will be there, the price will be there. If the predicted price and the points will make a linear line, then it's a linear regression model. Now understand with the code. So our goal is to predict the price of a house in US. The number of factors which are we taking: average income, average house age, that house is 5 years old or 10 years old, number of rooms in an house, 5 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 3 bedroom, area, population, price, and address of the house, whether it's a posh locality or a normal or the low class. First we will start with importing the libraries. Importing the libraries means importing pandas for data frames, numpy for calculations, numpy.array, and matplotlib for drawing up plots. We will check with pair plots. We will draw each feature with each other so we can understand which feature will affect the price of the house most. Last one, import cbond for visualization. First, what we do in this, we fetched the csv file. This is the csv file having all the data. To see what is the data inside the file, we can use, once we read USA housing, we can use head command. Head command will give the all the starting 5 rows. That what is the columns, you can check that. The columns are average area income, average area house, the area of number of rooms, average number of bedrooms, area, population, price, and address. So these are the features which are presented inside the Excel. If you want to see many rows or the custom rows, you can put 5 or 6. It will come like that. See, now it will show starting from index 0 to 5. The total number is 6. Similarly, you can use 7, 8, or you want to see 1, you can use 1. Now, what does USA housing.info show? So info shows the number of total rows or the columns presented. So in average, they are 5,000. Similarly, all are 5,000 only. Now you want to see the mean, median, standard deviation, or a quartile, that 25% of the data, 50%. Basically, this is an interview question. What is quartile? 25 types of quartile: 25% quartile, 50% quartile, or 75% quartile. 25% quartile means it will show the 25% of the data, means 1/4 of the data. 50% quartile means this, you can see that 1/2 of the data, it is 0.5 of the data. Similarly, if you want to see the suppose you are a data scientist, you want to understand what is the average mean, what is the average median, or what is the standard deviation of the data, so I can understand which model will fit best. I told you in the previous video what is mean, median, mode, where we use median, where we use mode. So here you can understand with this describe command. After that, this is the dot columns command. Dot column you use to check number of columns. It will give the names of the column, that area, income, average number of bedrooms, area, population. This is nothing, just we have already, you can see what is SNS. This is an SNS. We have already imported cbond. So from cbond we can use pair plot. Pair plot is used to plot each column with the other column. For example, we will plot the output with number of bedrooms, we will plot the output with area, we will plot the output, the what we say, the age of the house, that is 5 years old or 7 years old. So it will plot the output will with each features. You can see histograms, pair plot, distribution plot. Now what is this distribution plot? Actually, this is one of the most important part in data science statistics. They will an interview will ask what is the feature or why we use distribution plot. So basically, whenever you are having data, this distribution plot is coming on the feature called price, what you're able to what you're going to predict. For example, if this bell shaped curves comes, these are the histograms are come. If this bell shaped curve comes, that is called distribution plot. That means, let me show you. Suppose this bell shaped curve come, this is called distribution plot. So what does that mean? Suppose this is y and this is x. I told you in our video what is mean, what is median, and what is mode. So at this position, at center, mean is equal to median is equal to mode. So at this position, whatever data it is, the price data at the center is mean is equal to median and is equal to mode. That means data is completely symmetrical. The right hand side and left hand side are completely symmetrical. The feature or the importance of this is that the data we are going to predict is completely symmetrical, having no null values and completely clean. Then only we can get a distribution plot. In the simple terms, if mean is equal to median and median is equal to mode, that means data having no outliers. I told you if we are having outliers, it will change the median and will change the mean also. In median, it will not affect, but it will change the mean. The example of this is the placement. Similarly, the mode is the data, all the data points are equal to each other. If all the data points are close to each other, that means this is the first data point, this is the second data point, and this is the third data point. And all the data points are close to each other. That means they will make the linear line and it will be perfectly fit for a linear regression model. This plot or distribution plot confirms this, that your data is completely symmetrical and your data is clean. So this is the significance of distribution plot. Now we will go through the code. Now we will start checking what we can put inside x and what is put inside y. What is y? What we are going to predict. So in y we will put price. X are the number of features which will affect the price. So x is equal to average area of income, house, rooms, and number of bedroom. Similarly, y will be the price that the output of we are going to predict. Now we will start doing training and test. Basically, what is training and testing? Whenever we are going to our model to predict, we are training our model to predict, we are having complete Excel sheet. From that Excel sheet, we will take 70 or 80% data for training and 20 or 30% data for testing. That means we will train our model on 70% or 80%, and on other 20% we will test whether the model trained is predicting the correct output or not. So in this you can see x train, x test, y train, y test. That means we are giving test side 0.4. That means 0.6, 60% we are training and 40% we are testing. Once it is done, from sklearn we will import linear regression model, because today we are using linear regression model. I told you why we are using. Once we imported the linear regression model, we will store it in LM as an object. LM is equal to linear regression. Then we will, inside that linear regression model, we will fit our x train and y train. These are our x train and y train. Now the time is to come to print the intercept to evaluate whether model able to evaluate perfectly or not. So you can see in this line we are making a data frame of a coefficient. So what does this coefficient means? I will keep this Python or IPYN file in my comments. You can go through it and you can run by yourself also. But I will tell you what is this meaning. This coefficient means if we change the one bedroom, for example, I am having 5-bedroom house and that cost 1 rupees. If I will change it to 6-bedroom house, so the price, and I will make constant all the features. That means there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 features, and I will make the constant 4 features and only change one feature, that is number of room. They are previously there are 5 rooms and now I am changing it to 6 rooms. It will affect the price of the house to 12 $12,268. Simply, what does it mean? Holding all features fixed and 1 unit increase in average number of rooms is associated with an increase of this much price. This is what coefficient means. If you are increasing the bedrooms or rooms or the age of the house, previously your age of the house is 5 years, now you are changing to 7 years, then this will be the price that will change considering all other features are constant. So now what we can do, we can predict our model. We use plot.scatter, y-test and prediction. You can see all the points come in linear regression line or on the straight line. It is so y is equal to mx plus c. That means our model is predicting correct only. Today we have predicted the price of the house. You can take any Excel sheet from Kaggle, download it, then think which type of data is this. Once you plot a distribution plot, if distribution plot is coming in a bell-shaped curve, that means mean, median, mode are completely equal to each other, and you can use a linear regression model in this. Got it? This is already done. Whenever we're talking about regression model, there are 3 errors which comes into account, that are mean absolute error, mean squared error, and mean root mean squared error. Whenever we are talking about classification data is either yes or no, or true or false, or 0 or 1. That means this is a dog or cat, that this is a dog. In that time we use confusion matrix to find whether how a model is predicting. These are the classification metrics that will tell your model is predicting correct or not. Similarly, in regression we use MLE, MSE to check they should be equal to 0 and 1, mostly in the range of, we will try to reduce it as much as possible, but these are the squares, so it will come in this type 1022 to 7.8. You can treat it as a 1.0 only or 0.8 only, but we are just squaring it, so it will be this in this form. So thank you for joining this. Hope you understand this session. I suggest you to check the video of mean, median, mode to understand the distribution curve. Thank you.